Hi there guys, Lenny Slagan here. Just wanted to pop on for a moment and say hello, and mostly to say thank you for all of the kind words, messages, are you okay, and just all the kind thoughts that you've been sending our way. It has been a long week here on the Gulf Coast. As you know, Sunday we started preparing for Hurricane Sally. It made landfall just a few days ago, Wednesday at 5:45. My days are all mixed up now, excuse me. And it was a Category 2 storm. We know of at least 2 deaths now, one in Orange Beach and the other in the Foley area. A father of 2, husband who was out clearing debris when a tree trunk fell on him, and he was rushed to the hospital, but he died. For my family, it has been easy, right? Our neighborhood, don't get me wrong, has extensive damage, but they're just trees. We were without power, which was difficult. It got up to 85 degrees in our house at one point, but the electricity's back on now. There was some roof damage to some homes in our neighborhood, but those things can be replaced. So when I think about the toll this storm has had, I'm immediately drawn to the families who lost a loved one, and my heart just goes out to them. So I know that a lot of people have been asking, are you okay, and how are you guys doing? And comparatively, we're fine. I've lived on the Gulf Coast now for about 11 years, and I remember when I first moved here, everyone said, so are you ready to take on a hurricane? And my first response was, as long as I'm living on the Gulf Coast, there aren't going to be any hurricanes. And something in me knew that this was the year that we were going to experience a massive storm. And this was a big storm. It was a slow moving storm, the slowest storm for this area to have the kind of impact that it did, the biggest impact. That the power outages that they experienced here were much of the same that they had after Hurricane Katrina. So that gives you some perspective. That was a Category 4 storm. This was a Category 2, and it caused significant amount of damage, and people are still cleaning up. In fact, my husband is out right now helping someone clear debris, and my church is passing out supplies to people who are in need. And so thank you for the prayers and the positive vibes, and just ask you to keep them coming. We're gonna need it for quite some time. I have been able to get some rest. I spoke to a friend the other day, and she says, oh my gosh, Lenny's, your voice sounds so heavy. And we started Sunday with extensive coverage. We started doing 13-hour shifts, then it moved into 14-hour shifts, and then on Wednesday it was wall-to-wall coverage. And so that means that once you are on the air, and for us, I think, gosh, I don't even know what time it was that we started, but once you're on, you're on. By the time we went off the air, it had been a long time. Not to mention, you're not just reporting on something, you are living it, you're experiencing it. So I was exhausted. I was, and I probably still am because I haven't had my coffee. But at the end of the day, my family is safe. Our home did not have any damage. There's some trees that are down, but those can be picked back up. Our neighborhood will recover. There's so many guys out in our neighborhood. Right after that storm, they were out there helping each other. And if there's anything that I take comfort in after a storm, it is just the camaraderie of people and how they just come together and lend a helping hand. no questions asked. I love that unity. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend and take this opportunity to think about what you have and to be grateful for it and to not take it for granted, because in an instant it can be gone. Think about your time, how you want to spend it, who you're spending it with. These are the questions that I've been asking myself more and more lately. And I think I'm rambling now, so I'm going to turn it off now. But more than anything, thank you for checking on me, and please keep the families who lost loved ones in your prayers. Hold them close.